Hello everybody, welcome back to our new episode of Moneyball. Right, let's get into the transfers that we managed to do off camera. We managed to get quite a few players. So first things first, Brad Potts came in as our box-to-box midfielder. He comes in for 850 grand from Preston, which was a good deal. And not only that, but he's played for Barnsley, so we actually get some kickbacks from this transfer, so that's even better for us. Jimmy Dunn came in. He was our best statistical centre-back that we could bring in. And yeah, we managed to get him in for free transfer. He's only on 7 grand a week, so that's pretty good for us. The thing I don't like about him is his player traits. A bit frustrating. So, I don't know. I'm still going to play him to start off with because he scored the best in terms of stats, but I wouldn't normally like that in a centre-back. Burke on a free transfer. Now, he scored. He was one of the 3 defenders. There was Jimmy Dunn, and then there was 2 others that were really close together. So, Reece Burke was one of them. What's really unusual is we signed him, and his valuation's really low. Like, he's a real proper backup defender in the Championship, which really concerns me because I brought him in to be a starter. So we'll see how that goes, but I'm a bit concerned about that. I'm not too sure why that's happened, but maybe he's just that bad. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Owen Dale comes in. Yes, we've got Owen Dale, the winger, and he cost us, what did he cost us again? Cost us 525 grand with a bit of instalments after that. Brilliant pacey winger, played really well last year for Blackpool in the Championship, so I'm looking forward to having him in part of the club. Laurel Hawken comes in for 150 grand. And I'm pretty sure I've used him before. I think I have him on my Wimbledon save. But yeah, he's a pretty good backup winger for us. He'll come in whenever there's an injury in the wide areas. At least it'll be an option anyway. Yeah, pretty good, pretty solid. Did well in the league below us, and that's okay for a backup. Admiral comes in. We sent Admiral for a free transfer. So he comes in. He scored pretty good, and it sounded like he had pretty good pace. We look at the coach report, because this is a fair amount of pace. So don't know what that means. Like, what's Owen Dale's, for example? Because I remember his saying that he was quick, great pace. Okay, so I'm hoping that he's the one that runs in behind and is more like an in-behind striker, but he's also good in the air, so he can do sort of both roles for us. And he comes in for a free transfer. Frankie Kent. Now, I thought for some reason Peterborough were in League One when I was looking at him. So I thought all of his stats, and I bought him as a backup under the assumption he played in League One, but Peterborough in the Championship. So his stats look now even better, so he could even be a starting centre-back for us. So, if anything, I might start him ahead of, Reece Burke at this rate. What a player. And we got him for 350 grand, so excited about that. Jed Steer. There aren't too many stats to look at for goalkeepers in the game, so we had to be a bit creative with what we looked at. And in the end, I looked at really just 2. It was goals conceded per 90, and his was much lower than our previous 2 keepers. And on top of that, his shot save ratio was far above theirs as well. So that was 2 stats where he was far better, so I thought, why not? I had to actually go back in the save to look at him because he was already at Villa when I was looking for keepers and I couldn't see his stats anymore. So I went back to the old save file from the end of the first season and he was there. He beat our players in all the stats. So it actually shows there. I wonder if you can change this. I don't think you can. But it shows you at least some stats for the seasons where they played and the game's been active. So we'll see how long that lasts for. But yeah, he comes in as our number 1 and like you can see why it's such a problem. Because he was a significant improvement and he conceded 63 goals last season in 43 appearances. So, I mean, look at this. We conceded 79 goals last season. 79 goals. The teams that went down only conceded, what is this? Did we concede the most? We had the 2nd worst defensive record in the division. So, I would literally have taken any goalkeeper just to have somebody different and go after what I saw last season. So, there you go. The players out there, we're able to get rid of a few of them, which was good. Odor was able to, he got rid of to Aberdeen for 100 grand. A few notable players there. Biggest one is Yandanda finally left, thank God for that. And also managed to get rid of him for 200 grand. So a lot of wages were freed up there. The only player that might come in during this episode is Malik Wilkes. Now he was the best performing striker in the stats, so that's a good signing. And the only thing left in our squads before we play today's game, I think, is a central midfielder. And looking at the squad, we only really have 3 central midfielders. We have Brad Potts, Ryan Ledson, and Herbie Kane. So what I'll have to do is probably loan a central midfielder right before the end of the transfer window, which is when all the bigger clubs allow the youngsters to go for no wages being paid. That'll probably have to be what we do there. That's probably going to be what we have to do in that situation. So yeah, apart from that, I think we're pretty much bang up to date. That's all the recruitment done for this year. That was a long process. That took it wasn't just it took that long. It was a big process and a big effort. But we're there. We're ready to go. And ready to lose our first game of the season. So that, as you can see, there is going to be our first team squad for this season. At least at the start. To start off with, Ryan Ledson's obviously out for this game, so Herbie Kane will go in, and we'll do Reece Burke in for that. Yeah, centre back Reece Burke will be our backup, I think, for now, and Jimmy Dunn and Frankie Kent will be the 2 starters, and our emergency centre-back could be Bola or Kake. Because Bola can play centre-back, and he's not too bad, is he, defensively? So Owen Dell's on the right as our pace. So we'll look at it like this. So Owen Dell's our right winger, the pacey one on the right. Cornick's the much more creative on the left. We've got our slightly better player in the air, Coyote, as a left striker at 6'3". Morris, I'm going to give Morris a chance at the start because he actually had pretty good stats. And I think that our formation and our style of football is what held him back a little bit. So I'm going to give him a go, at least to start off the season. I think early on, if there's an issue on the wings, Daryl Horgan, if he's fit, would come in. And I'll just, if it's for Cornick, it's for Cornick. And if it's for Dale, he'll replace Dale. Then him and Cornick will swap. And Barkusen will be like the emergency option. It's just because he's not very agile. He's not like a proper agile type winger. He's more like a hybrid forward. So that's the main reason for that. And that is going to be it. We're going to get into our first game of the season here against Blackburn. And we'll see how this goes. It's taken so much effort and time to get to this point. I just hope we do well. I really hope we do well in this game. First game of the season, tactics ready. Let's see what happens. Assistant manager says, go out there and impress me. And we are underway. Good start from the stats point of view. Nothing's happened so far in 20 minutes. First highlight of the game is going to be for Blackburn, potentially. They start off with the ball. I say potentially, hoping that it's going to be ours. I don't know what has happened there, but thank God that we've got a goalkeeper now that can actually save. So throw into Blackburn, deep in their own half. They're going to try and play out from that, are they? They go long. What is the right back doing? Just let him have the ball, why don't you? Owen Dale gets it. Brad Potts to Morris. Morris to Josh Coyote, who goes through 1v1. Keeper saves it. It's going to be James Bree. Cornick, saved. I've already seen Morris and Coyote probably can't play together. We need somebody on the right to be the pacier in behind one, because that's where we need to try and play the ball in behind and try and at least have a threat there. Jimmy Dunn wins the header, gets the second one, and he gets the third one. Love it. Frankie Kent to Jed Steer. Got time, Jed. Don't force it. Jimmy Dunn forces it when we didn't need to, and they might get through here. Ryan Niambe on the right-hand side for them, left-hand side for us. It's played across to Ronaldo. It's hit the bar. I'm going to switch these two up front and see what that does. It's annoying that we're against quite a unique system. Not many teams will play narrow diamond against us, where they'll have basically 3 players on the counter the whole time. That's half time, right? Going to say we owe Blackburn. I don't know what for, but we owe them apparently. Going to take Coyote off and put on Nishan Burkhart because he says he's nervous and we need some players with a bit of confidence here today. We're in front of our own fans. First game of the season. Come on, boys. Corner for Blackburn. Let's head it away. Second phase corner now. Oh, set it away. Come on, Burkhart. Get to it. Oh, dear. Save from Bradley Dack. Is he offside, Scarlett? Back again. Said he's a good lad goalkeeper. Nice to know we've got a goalkeeper. Remivita's playing terribly, so I'm going to take him off and put Mark Bowler on at left back. Owen Dell's playing terribly. I'm going to take him off. I'm going to put on Horgan, I think, on the left and then leave Cornick on the right. Yeah, we'll do that. Looks like our strikers are broken. We haven't had a single highlight in this game, like for us. It's all been against us. Left backs can get to it. Mark Bowler to Herbie Kane to Horgan. Bowler. Done. Steve got the right hand side. Good. James Bree's got it. James Bree's done nothing this game. Bree to Cornick. Cornick, please whip it in. Come on, there it comes. James Bree, one of you, please. Potts. Oh no. Bree's got it. Whipped it far post. Yes! Come on! Colton Morris. Legends. 1-0 to Barnsley. And straight away, but I don't know what we do defensively on this tactic. We're going to definitely do that. It caught us a couple of times last season. We go defend and then support there. Keep it on instruction, see how that goes. Guess we'll try that. I just feel I already have got reservations about it after doing it. Yeah, James Bree and Potts there, to be fair to them, they haven't got much else to do. Like, this is what I mean, like, it's 2v2. There is another centre-back there somewhere. I hope there is anyway. Morris heads that in, and the game does its best to try and make us not score, but we do score. Highlight. Blackburn's long goal kick. Dunn wins the header, though. Thank God for that. We've got a centre-back that can head the ball. Morris lays it into Nishan Burkhart. It's a 1v1. Surely, Nishan. No, come on. The highlight here. Dunn intercepts it. Pings it clear into the channels. It's hit the corner flag and the keeper's played it straight back in. Potts has got it. Plays Burkhart in. What a ridiculous goal. The corner flag has helped us out. That did not come up in any stats, did it? The corner flag, but the corner flag's done its job. Look at this. It's the corner flag. Keeper keeps it in. Pings it clear. Potts gets it. Plays an inch perfect pass. Nishan Burkhart goes through. And, well, we need all sorts to help us win the games of football at the moment. 2-0 to Barnsley. All of that summer hard work there, all that hard summer work has resulted in a victory. Well done, lads. That was good enough for us. And please save the game immediately before something screws us. We thought Jimmy Dunn was absolutely... And he did. He got... Look at his match rating. I didn't even know that he got a good match rating. I was just watching every highlight. He was winning everything. And he's only 6 foot. But he must have, like, unbelievable aggression or something. Oh, good in the air. I've got to be honest. There's no way I would ever have signed him normally in Foot Manager. Because of this. Player traits are terrible. Reading this, he's 6 foot, but he's not actually quick. Like, it says he's good in the air, but he's 6 foot, but not a quick centre back, and has these player traits. I would never sign him. Even on a free transfer, I would have just ignored him. And yet, this has forced me to think differently about what I'm doing and use the stats, and that's why we've ended up with him. So, Jimmy Dunn, thank you, mate. I'm sorry I've misread your abilities as a player Foot Manager, because you're clearly a legend. What a start. Frankie Kent did all right as well. I'd say all right. I wouldn't say great. And I don't think... None of them are quick. Neither of those two are quick, which is interesting. Is Reece Burke quick? That is not good for us. One problem at a time. James Bree, I mean, he got the assist technically, but there's something about him I just don't like. I tried to sell him like 10 times, but... And that, I think, is going to do our episode. Right, in terms of when we come back, let's say that first. We're going to come back for Brentford and Norwich. 2 ex-Premier League teams that both just come down back-to-back in a few games' time. Perfect time to come back. Also, it's right after the transfer window, so if there's any more transfer activity done, we'll come back. You'll know exactly who we've got, without missing any games. That's the first thing we're going to do, is get that out of the way. And second of all, then, yeah, let's just have a quick look at this. I'm really impressed with how we played in that game, and I've saved the game so it can't crash or anything on me. Have a quick look here. I wanted to look at aerial specifically. Now, Court Morris, 81% of his headers. That's incredible. That's actually really good. Jimmy Dunn, 84%. James Bree's the only one who's struggled a little bit. Brad Potts didn't do great, nor did Herbie Kane. Herbie Kane, you've got to be doing better than that as a CDM. Like, instantly there, I'd be looking at Herbie Kane needs to be improved as well, he's not our first choice, to be fair, but it's only one game. I don't like these two up front together. And Nishan Burkett came on and looked dangerous, and he did score in the end. Because he scored in the end, I'm going to give him a chance to start with Colton Morris. I know Josh Coyote is a brilliant left-sided striker, as like the big man of the two. So him and Cotton Morris have both got those positions locked down. As long as Cotton Morris can at least do a little bit in terms of goal scoring, I'm happy to use these two. And if Admiral can be a good player in behind, he could be brilliant to rotate with Burkhardt as well. So that's looking okay. I'd say okay only, but it's looking okay. Owen Dale had a terrible first game. That was a bit disappointing, but we'll see how he goes. But that's going to do it. That's going to do the episode. I hope you're enjoying this Moneyball series. We've done an incredible bit of transfer business to get where we are. Like in total, like apparently we've spent nothing this season. It's bang even in and out. Last season we made a massive profit, nearly £5 million profit. So the club's turning over money. We're selling everybody that we need to sell. We've got nearly 10 million in the bank balance, and we're in a great position here to keep going. And yeah, I can't wait to see what happens. I just can't wait to see how this goes. But that's going to do the episode. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you're enjoying the series of the channel, and I will see you next time.